In this video, I will be talking about what it takes to develop abs, whether small abs, medium size, or just great abs. So you might be trying to work your stomach, summer is coming, and you want to kind of show your abdominals and you trying to focus on that and you're trying to work it hard and hard. But some people get discouraged because they're just not getting the results they want. So what does it really take to get that great abs, or to at least start working on it right now? Maybe you can completely alter what you've been doing to start seeing real results. So there are three components of developing great abs. The first component has to do with reduction. I will explain that. The second component has to do with growth, and the third component has to do with rest. I will also add in diet. So to explain the reduction and growth side, if you just take a moment here, imagine this is your skin with fat in between, and this is your abs, your abdominal muscles, which is somewhere under there. To some extent, you have some of it. It's not completely gone. So your ultimate goal is to gradually have something like this. As the skin and the fat goes away, you start to see the abs starts to come through. So in reduction, the first step, we want to work out in a way that will let not only fat gets removed from our abdominal area, but also allow our skin to contract naturally. So say you had quite a good amount of fat in your abdominal area, you did a fast diet, or you did liposuction or something. You just did a diet or something intense, very intense, and you lost all the fat. Your goal was you're gonna get abs. You lost all the fat. What are you left with? You're left with the extra skin. So now the skin is still sitting there, and guess what? You still don't have the abs. Now you got all this skin to deal with. That's what I talk about when I talk about the reduction. So as part of your regimen and your plan, you need to, especially when it comes to diet, you need to structure yourself and your diet in such a way that will let you feel full, but at the same time, don't eat too much in any one sitting, such that one, you can always get your nutrients in. Two, your body can get adapted and accustomed to the fact of eating small amounts, which would then help your stomach size to shrink, because now it doesn't need to expand much because it's getting enough food and the room it has is not needed. So your stomach size starts to shrink, which is the reduction I talk about, and your skin thereby gradually shrinks. So diet and structuring your meals is very important in having that first part of the component of abs accomplished. The second part is to grow the abs. So you can do that. You will keep shrinking that. You'll get a nice small stomach. You won't get an abdominal muscle showing yet. You have to grow the abs. That's the second step. An ab is the same as any other muscle. So whatever principles you apply with any other muscle should still be applied to abs. That being said, your abs need rest, or your abs need time to grow. When we work our abs, as in the case with any muscles, we try to push it to the point where we cause some micro trauma. When that occurs, we take a break, and then the abs, our abdominal muscles, like any other muscle, tries to rebuild and repair itself. And during that process, it grows. And this is the case of any other muscles. It's called specific adaptation to impose demand. Basically, whenever our muscles are put under stress and we take a break, our muscles goes back and figure out that, wow, I didn't expect this level of stress. So I'm going to strengthen myself, I'm going to repair myself, I'm going to get stronger and bigger so that when this stress, specific stress, is imposed upon me again, I can be better and be able to withstand it. And guess what we do? Because of that, it grows. And what do we do again? We take another break and we push it again, impose new demands on the muscles, and then the muscles go back and tries to again get better so that it can be resistant to that demand, if that same demand were to come upon it. So we adapt and we push, and we adapt and we push. The same principle applies with abs. So working your abs intensely every day is not advisable. You need to rest, because at that point, without resting, you try to injure, you can definitely injure yourself, and you could definitely stop your growth. You could actually start in a decline phase and start to cause injuries. So treat abs with a routine. I suggest work your abs as nice and good as you can, and take about 48 hours in between a rest period. If after 48 hours you kind of stretch out and you feel that there's still tension there, then take more time. If you start a workout and working on abs and you notice very sharp, intense pain, take a break. Let it be. Don't work your abs that day. Get some rest. The last thing you want to do is cause injuries and possible ruptures. And now you're gonna not work your abs for a very long time. So if we want to build up our abs, we need to be safe. Otherwise, we won't be building our abs. We'll be resting and waiting for it to repair. So that brings us to the third point, rest. Because we want our abs to grow, we have to have a structure. So we work our abs as nice and as good as we can, rest for 24 to 48 hours, and then we continue. Rest is very important in between workouts. If we are not resting, we are not allowing our abs to grow. A lot of things happen when we sleep. The brain starts to fix things up, send communication here and there, make sure we get better, bigger, stronger. So resting and having enough sleep is very important. So once again, 3 secrets to having a great ab. 1, structure your eating. Start eating in small amounts, but eat frequently so that you're never hungry. And that will allow your body to get accustomed to the fact that it doesn't need, your stomach doesn't need all this space. So your stomach starts to shrink, and thereby the fat naturally starts to go away and your skin starts to pull in. Step 2, work your abs as you would any other muscle. Have a structured plan such that you work it, you take breaks, and you work it, you take breaks, such so that your muscles, your abdominal muscles can grow. And as your skin is shrinking and your stomach is shrinking, then your abs is going up. And now we see things changing, and you start to have some visible abs. Third thing, always rest. You need to rest. Provide enough rest, or you're going to actually hinder your growth. So that's it, and I hope you apply this and start getting that great abs.